Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is 09/09/2014, aka the 9th of September, this quite cloudy Tuesday. I've got my cup of coffee, which means it's time to take us through the daily news. Destiny has launched worldwide today and is doing very well. It's doing so well, in fact, that Activision has announced that it's become the most pre-ordered game in history. This title was held by Watch Dogs, which Ubisoft said was the most pre-ordered game in history when it launched earlier this year, and has since sold 8 million copies since then, so Watch Dogs definitely did okay for itself. But without the facts and figures, I'm not exactly sure how these companies go about making this message. They just go, our game's huge, and then another company goes, no, our game's huge, and then there are never any figures to substantiate their claims. So I'm sure Destiny, you can buy it, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, PlayStation, no PC version, sadly, even though it basically cries for PC version. But yes, Destiny now available. BT Games, 800 Rand. It will cost you in South Africa, it's about 70, 60, $79, I think, if you're somewhere else in the world. But Destiny now available. A really interesting statement came out of ESPN president John Skipper when he was asked on his opinion whether or not esports was a sport. His official statement, according to Recode, was, and I'm going to read here, "It's not a sport, it's a competition," he replied. "Chess is a competition, checkers is a competition. Mostly, I'm interested in doing real sports." So yeah, that's what he said. I think most of the gaming world probably just gave him a fairly rude sign of some sort. I don't see how that's even a valid comment. Sports are there to entertain people. It's usually involving some sort of team, and esports is exactly that. In my country, it's been classified as a mind sport. In South Africa, it may be different in the rest of the world, but other countries are signing on. You American varsities, you can now get scholarships for League of Legends and things like that. So I mean, it's not as if this is not getting larger. But he's focused on doing real sports. Now that's funny because the International 4, the huge Dota 2 tournament earlier this year, he was on ESPN. The finals were broadcast and had a huge reception. And ESPN were so pleased that they said that they're going to be looking into doing some of that in the future. And now their president said that he'd rather do real sports instead. So ESPN, you get this week's Get It Together award. I will put the link below. Humble Bundle is in the final 2 weeks of their summer sale. You can get a free game for the next couple of hours, Warlock Masters of the Arcane. It's something that I've actually bought for myself. It's kind of like Civilizations, except it's a fantasy genre, so you've got elves and you've got some funny goblins and dwarves and that kind of thing. It's really full of humor, it's full of fun. I'm a little bit less focused on the city than Civilizations, but still a lot of fun to play. The units are extremely entertaining, and of course, as usual, the Humble Bundle has incredible sales, and you can pay what you want. The more you pay, obviously, the better the deal gets. So, link below, pick up a free game, and get involved in that Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle aren't the only people having a sale this week. Geogr are having a 6th year promotion to celebrate their 6th year of existence, and they've also got a fantastic sale. If you've never heard of Geogr before, they specialize in older games. So if you're looking for Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale, all the old Settlers games, Thief, that kind of thing. If you're an old gamer like me and you've been playing those games for eternity, even Neverwinter Nights, the original games, and things like that. So I mean, they've got really good old games. GOG, that's what their name stands for. They've got their 6th year promotion. They've got some amazing games on special that I'm quite tempted to pick up. They're obviously not like the Humble Bundle, so there are set prices, but the set prices are, ranging from cents to a couple of dollars. So it's really not going to be hard in the bank unless you basically buy everything in the sale. So GOG, check it out. I'll put the link below. Amazing sale happening there as well. Another rather controversial announcement came out this week from Max's producer Grant Roddick when speaking on the official Sims 4 forum with regards to a sequel. When asked whether or not they are thinking about making a Sims 5, Roddick's comments, it was confusing to say the least. I'll read it here. He says, we're not working on Sims 5, we're not thinking about Sims 5. If Sims 4 isn't successful, there won't be a Sims 5, he chimed in. It's all or nothing per se, but something has to pay for 5. Basically, he's basically threatened the community as such, which I really don't understand. That's a terrible, terrible PR move to make. To say to the game, oh, okay, you want another game? Then buy our game, and then we'll think about making a sequel if you support us enough. Bit of a dick move, Maxis. I don't even. That is such a silly thing to say. And you've only just. I mean, the Sims reviews are mixed as is. Some of them much prefer Sims 3 to Sims 4. And when you've really got the community a little bit on edge, and especially with a couple of patches that have come in since launch, to say something like that, and the fact that they probably want to launch just, I mean, a mass amount of DLC for Sims 4 before you're thinking about the Sims 5, you're not entrusting your community with a lot of hope. So Maxis, I think you tie for the Get It Together award. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is our news for today. I'm going to take my cup of coffee and continue on my merry gaming way. I hope you do the same. And until tomorrow, keep on gaming.